Okay, we're live.
Welcome to the Tuesday, February 23rd, Montgomery County Commission meeting. This meeting is being conducted by video conference via Zoom due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This meeting will be live streamed on the county's Facebook page at Montgomery County, will be available on local public access television, DATV, and will be posted on the county's website at www.mcohio.org per guidelines approved by House Bill 190, extended by House Bill 404. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Rice,
Here.
Commissioner Lieberman,
Here.
Commissioner Dodge.
Here. Okay, first up, we have the county engineer, and I see that Gary's here.
Thank you, Commissioner. We have a few resolutions today. Resolution 187, authorizing agreement with Broomball Construction Incorporated for the Lyons Road Bridge Replacement Project, Washington Township, at their lowest and best bid of $1,735,452 through November 11th, 2022. Resolution 188, authorize a payment by warrant in the amount of $58,670 to the City of Clayton from permissive tax funds for the 2020 State Route 49 resurfacing and curb ramp replacement project. Two resolutions related to the modifications of speed limits. Resolution 189, Social Road, Sim Station Road to Gephardt Road. And Resolution 190, Social Road, State Route 48 to Sim Station Road. That's all I have, Commissioners.
I move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Common Pleas Court.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the Court of Common Pleas, we have Resolution 191, authorizing a grant agreement with the State of Ohio Office of Criminal Justice Services for use of funds made available under the Coronavirus Emergency Supplemental Funding Program in the amount of $149,992.84.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Monday Community Correctional Institution.
Under Monday Community Correctional Institute, we have Resolution 192, authorizing an agreement with Humor A. Bussar LLC to provide EMDR therapy services in the amount not to exceed $31,000 through December 31st, 2021. We also have Resolution 193, accept a grant from the Ohio Office of Criminal Justice Services for funds made available under the Residential Substance Abuse Treatment Program in an amount of $179,157.07.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We have a-
Commissioners, we have a late item under County Auditor.
Okay. Yep.
Under
Go
the
ahead.
County Auditor's Office, we have Resolution number 202, authorizing a payment by warrant by Tyler to Tyler Technologies in the amount of $1,575.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
County Administrator.
Under the County Administrator, under the Clerk's Office, we have approval of the minutes of the meetings on February 16th, 2021. Resolution 194, approval of bills, and that list is available in the Clerk's Office.
I move
I
for
move-
approval.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 Administrative Services. Tyler.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We just have a small number of resolutions for your consideration today and one late item. The first is 195. This is the approval of personnel actions. This list is available in the clerk's office. Next is 196. This authorizes an agreement with Monster Government Solutions for a virtual career fair solution for the Business Services Department in an amount not to exceed $38,470 through December 31st of 2020. Next is Resolution 197. This authorizes the purchase from Kronos Incorporated through the Omnia Partners Cooperative Contract for Kronos annual software and hardware maintenance for BCCIT in an amount not to exceed $193,787.84. And a late item, resolution number is 203. This resolution extends the agreement with David J. Spradlin, license plate reader coordinator for Ohio Homeland Security Region 3 through June 30th of 2021.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Environmental Services. Matt.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have 3 resolutions for your consideration. All 3 are to amend agreements. The first is Resolution 198 with Mark Haynes Construction Incorporated for construction of the erosion control site 2, 3, and 4 project by reducing the amount by $93,842 for a revised total of $574,866. Resolution 199 is with Mark Haynes Construction Incorporated for construction of the erosion control site 8 project by reducing the amount by $114,208.14 for a revised total of $548,707.86. And the last one is Resolution 200 with Peterson Construction Company for construction of the DM2 pump replacement project by adding $21,245 to the original amount for a revised total of $326,245.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Human Services, Tom.
Thank you. I have one item this afternoon for Stillwater Center. It is Resolution 201. It will authorize a price agreement with Cirrus Consulting doing business as Alto Healthcare Staffing for temporary nursing services through January 31st, 2022 with options to renew.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Late agenda item, Business Services, Michael? Chris? Michael, Chris?
Thank you, Judy. Under Workforce Development 0204, authorizing a memorandum of understanding with Sinclair Community College to provide registered apprenticeship and career services at the Montgomery County Employment Opportunity Center through June 30th, 2024, with options to extend.
I move for approval.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Chris, do you want to talk a little bit about this partnership with the commissioners?
Oh, certainly. So essentially, this is the MOU, which is the first piece. A lease is forthcoming. Sinclair has agreed to operate out of our Westtown facility, which is across the street from the VA. And they're going to lease approximately 1,700 square feet of space and offer a whole range of computer certification programs that will help Sinclair identify and place students in. And it'll be a pre-apprenticeship, apprenticeship/internship. Well, they'll be able to work, at least in part, at least some of the students will be able to work with our information technology department here in Montgomery County. And we're working on other business partnerships to help these students get real world experience and get hired upon completion of the program.
It's terrific.
Great.
Thank you, Chris.
Okay. Any comments by the county administrator?
Thank you, commissioners. Well, I've got 2 and one really exciting one. The first one I want to talk about. You know, we are a community of inventors, and history really unfolded last week for our space program, as you know. And I wanted to recognize 2 of our Montgomery County area firms and institutions that played a part in it. The NASA Perseverance rover descended to the surface of Mars just before 4 p.m. on February 18th. And the rover is going to study the planet's climate, its geology. It's going to explore craters on Mars. And it's looking at the site of an ancient lake. And it's searching for signs of dead microscopic organisms by drilling into the ground and collecting rock and dust samples. Now, 2 of our county firms, the University of Dayton Research Institute, UDRI, and Dysinger Incorporated, were key to this project's success. Both of these firms work with our workforce division, and both of these firms have worked very heavily with our economic development divisions. UDRI essentially cooked a generator similar to the one that will power the Mars 2020 rover. They heated it up to temperatures that have never before been experienced by the unit or its sister unit on Earth or on Mars. By assessing the effects of heat on the prototype, the laboratory test was designed to predict whether the multi-mission radioisotope generator attached to the rover would continue to perform as it would if it encountered unanticipated extreme temperatures on the Mars planet. Now, Dysinger Incorporated, which makes components for NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, contributed to the Mars landing as well. Dysinger made some of the hinges of the doors that opened to let the helicopter off. The rover had two components, the rover itself and then the helicopter that dropped the rover off. They also made the bit holder that held the drill bits for drilling into the ground. So I'd like to say way to go to UDIR and to Dysinger for their work on these projects. It shows that the Montgomery County, Dayton, Miami Valley area is still the region's leader and the nation's leader when it comes to inventions.
Michael, I just have to interrupt. For any of us that were watching that, oh my gosh, that last 10 minutes, I was white knuckled and sweating bullets. And I was just coming in for the last 10 minutes of years and years and years of effort. And I just, knowing that our companies in this region had anything to do with that, just makes, that is really exciting. And that'll be a story to tell, not only for those organizations, but for our students to realize that things made right here can have such incredible, just the whole idea of being able to get everything to work, and that landing was controlling itself. And I was just like, it felt like Neil Armstrong, when he took that first step. I was a little kid and I remember that at the time. And this just was definitely in the category. So this really excited me to learn that we had a local connection to it. So bravo to both of those and anybody who had anything to do with it. But a lot of other companies have products that help in different ways that don't get that kind of exposure.
And it's really neat. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to watch and listen to the sound of Mars. It's eerie. It's really fascinating. And to see it, it's so incredible that we're getting this live pretty much, and wow, it is really great that there were Dayton region companies that are part of this. So it's exciting.
Yep.
Well, commissioners, another part of this is we know that you champion our youth, and our Youth Works program has been a partner with these firms for some time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always great to see that young people are getting an opportunity to really learn at top-notch firms throughout our area. That training carries them for the rest of their lives. So thank you for your support too. Also, commissioners, I'd like to elaborate a little bit about our MOU with Sinclair. This is another exciting partnership that we had, and Chris hit on it a little bit. It also is a development for our West Dayton community, and it shows your continued support and investment in the Northwest Dayton corridor. Sinclair will have space in the Employment Opportunity Center at Westtown, and we're going to be providing IT fundamentals. And not only is Sinclair going to be providing kind of the field work training or the fundamentals here, but this is a very high demand sector. And the students will also be able to access job search and recruiting services that are going to be available to our workforce division. And this is going to provide amazing opportunities for anyone that is interested in the career of IT. I know Chris talked a little bit about the partnership and some of our internships. So commissioners, you want to talk a little bit about the next steps in this new center?
Sure. Michael, it is really exciting. And, this partnership is committed not to just getting students valuable certificates, but we are working hand in hand to provide the apprenticeships, as we talked about. And those opportunities are so important to young people to get that hands-on, work, not just the knowledge, but to have the apprentice opportunity to learn their skills. So they'll mix classroom instruction with on-the-job training. And we know that model always works. I mean, when you have those kind of interns and that kind of work, it's always successful. So our own IT department is serving as the initial employer to take the apprentices, and we will be adding other local tech companies and employers as the Employment Opportunity Center grows. So we are looking to reach out and find other employers. This will be a huge benefit. It'll infuse our IT operations with new talent, and it will give the students incredible job experience. And it's just a great partnership once again with our friends at Sinclair, and it shows how both Sinclair and the county really do invest in our citizens. So it is exciting.
Yep, that's going to be great there. That is so needed, and I'm just so excited that Sinclair is jumping in and going to be one of our partners. So that's just going to really be something exciting to look forward to. But I wanted to recognize our environmental services workers. You know, I think we all know how cold it's been last week, and brutally cold days and nights. And, you know, that division maintains nearly 1,400 miles of water mains and 1,200 sewer mains. And last year, our field services team repaired 317 main breaks. That's almost one a day, which actually represents a 15% drop from 2019. Our environmental services team is dedicated to maintaining our current infrastructure year round, but we want to give a special thanks to our crews who worked early, late, and on weekends during this time of the year. When our team received calls about a main break on US 35 during the early hours of Wednesday, February 10th, our crews were quickly dispatched to the scene to install roughly 8 feet of new pipe. Traffic continued to flow on this busy road, and field services had the water main break back in service by 1 o'clock that afternoon. As the cold weather increases, naturally so do the main breaks, and we are so thankful to have our experienced and dedicated team out in the field each and every day to fix these. We really appreciate everything that they do. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Dodge. Matt, your team is doing a great job, as the commissioner mentioned. We were just talking about this, Matt, how many increases we've had just this year alone, to Commissioner Dodge's point, on water main breaks. So do you want to weigh in on that at all?
Yeah, a lot of it's dependent, right, on the weather. The freeze thaw impacts it, and you know, the last 2 years we've had pretty mild winters. So yeah, we have tremendous people working to respond and to take care of those main breaks. Got a great team. So I appreciate the kind comments, and appreciate everyone's support, the commissioners and Michael and all the other team members here. So thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to weigh in with a totally different topic. So I'm excited to share that our very own Adult Protective Services, or called APS unit, has been invited to share their practices in a meeting of Ohio State researchers that are going to highlight high achieving APS units from across the state. So we're one of those. We're being featured within the next few weeks as a metro county with a strong interdisciplinary team to address the issue of elder abuse. The team is called CANE, 2 A's, which stands for the Collaborative Against Abuse, Neglect, and Exploitation. Kenny Steinman, a senior research scientist from the Ohio State University College of Education and Human Ecology, informed us that OSU is putting together programming called Highlights of Ohio APS. And based on 2020 research from their college, our APS unit was chosen to be part of the programming because it had interesting characteristics and encouraging findings. So that's exciting, being, kind of called out for good things and good practices. And by the way, this is not the first recognition for CANE. Montgomery County's I-Team was recognized at the Probate Judges Conference a few years ago. The team was also selected and videoed by the state of Ohio to highlight its accomplishments to other counties as an example of a high-performing team. So we are all very, very proud of our adult protective services professionals and what they do to protect our senior citizens, which is a very vulnerable group that can be taken advantage of, but we have professionals like ours out there coming to their aid. So makes your heart warm to know that we are held up as a model. So Tom, be sure and tell the team how much it means to all of us.
Thank you, Commissioner Rice. Our Job and Family Services staff is really proud to represent Montgomery County, as well as all of you in the work that they do and the work we do on your behalf. It's always a privilege when we can support the work for our seniors and everyone else in the community and really try to get the job done. The Kane Group has been together for a number of years. We've tried to lead the way in how we collectively work in the community and as a group to really bring those needs forward and demonstrate how we can address where seniors are vulnerable and bring together services in the community with our partners to try to put new projects together, new programs together, and really try to make a difference. So thank you for your comments today, and thank you for recognizing our staff.
Great.
Great job, Tom.
Yep.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, thank you. Tell everybody thank you. They're doing a great job. Okay, don't forget, wear your mask. Come on, everybody. It's not difficult. Wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart, and wash your hands. And our next Montgomery County Commission meeting will be Tuesday, March the 2nd. That sounds good, doesn't it? March the 2nd. It's a sunny day today, so hopefully we'll continue this.
It's almost May, Judy.
I know. Thank heavens. I can't wait.
I move to adjourn.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.